Hello viewers, let's welcome to our channel Just Genius. In the last tutorial, I have given an overview about data structures and algorithms. In this video, I am going to discuss about definitions of the data, introduction to data structures, and definitions of instruction, not instruction, it is an information, and classifications of the data structures, and along with these types of the data. First, before going to the data structures, you have to know some basic parts. Know what is the definition of data, like information, also classification of the data structures. Let us start our video now. Okay, data structures. Before going to data structures, you have to know definition of the data. What is meant by data? What is meant by data? Before, when you are writing exams like some suppose you are writing a max exam, in the max exam there will be a given question paper will be given, some problems will be given, or some other exams from problems will be given, so anything you will write some given that in that paper, like that, no, like given that, given what you will be given, something he will be given. According to that given, you will gather some information about that given and answer that question. That data is nothing but something given. That is nothing but what he given is data. Data is nothing but something is given. Something is given is nothing but data. This is main definition of the data. Now let us look into types of the data. Types. The types of data can be classified into three types. One is raw fact. Second one is unorganized content. Unorganized content. Third one is unprocessed content. Unprocessed content. When we come to the raw fact, I will discuss each and every type of the data individually now. When we come to the raw fact means it does not provide a meaningful statement. It provides a statement. The statement cannot be a meaningful, is nothing but a raw fact. For example, the grades of all students in a class. Here you can see that it tells about the grades of student. It does not tell whether these grades are related to which one, which part, which one, whether education or sports or curricular activities or any other subject education grades. We don't know. It tells about only grades, but it will be a statement. So it is a statement, but not in a meaningful manner. So it is a raw fact. Okay, this I hope that you have understood. Another example we can take as a raw fact. No, I will show here. Another example: an apple a day keeps doctor away. Here it teaches about the apple. We don't know what the apple does. This apple does. We don't know. Uh, exact meaning of the statement cannot be known here. So only the statement is given, not an exact meaning of the statement. This is nothing but raw fact. Now, second type of the data is unorganized content. Unorganized content. The unorganized content means the content that cannot be in sequential manner. What is that content not be in sequential manner? Okay, not be in sequential manner. That is nothing but unorganized content. Okay, this is nothing but unorganized content. Okay, when you come to this third type of the data we are going to discuss, that is unprocessed content. So sorry, I am not given an example for unorganized content. If you take rule numbers, what rule numbers? Rule numbers of students. Rule number starts with 1 2 3 etc, so on it will ends. Now it makes professors too easy to call these rule numbers because these rule numbers are in sequential manner. But if the rule numbers are arranged in 7 comes first, 8 comes second, or 5 comes third, 3 comes like this, it becomes professor to call the rule numbers of the student difficult manner. This content is nothing but unorganized content. Okay. Next, unprocessed content. Unprocessed content. What is meant by unprocessed content? Unprocessed content means when you gather information from websites, like when you gather informations from websites, you have, suppose we think about, you have gathered the information from a website like web technology. Web technology. In the exam, you have you got a question, what is a technology? What is a technology? What is a technology? You cannot write all the data which you have gathered, that is web technology. You gathered whole data about the web technology. You will not write all the data which you was gathered. You will write up to where he was asked, up to what he asked only what is meant by technology. You will write only what is meant by technology. You will not write all the data about the web technology. This is nothing but unprocessed content. This is nothing but unprocessed content. Okay, I hope that you have understood all of the types of data and definition of the data. Now in the next we are going to see that information. Information. If you see the information, what is the main, what is the definition of the information? If you draw a exact meaning from the data, if you draw a exact meaning from the data, that is nothing but an information. For example, before I given all the grades of students in a class. Here I given that about the grades. Here if the grades tells about whether it related to education or sports, anything the grades related to, it gives a particular meaning, it gives exact meaning. That is nothing but an information. Information is nothing but if you get an exact meaning from the data, exact meaning from the data, exact meaning, that is nothing but an information. So this is the main definition of the information. So next, moving on to a, what is meant by data structure. Data structures. Main definition of the data structures means we'll see, they organize data in some specific manner such that we can access the data easily and quickly. Okay, uh, this is the main definition of the data structure. Okay, I will show what document related to this data structures and also classification of the data structures. I will show here. So if you see here, I thought about data, what is meant by data. Okay, I thought about this, and also I thought about types of data. Okay, these are types of data. Unorganized content, these are types of data. I also thought about this raw fact, unorganized content, unprocessed content. I also thought about this. Now, what is this data structure? When you look into this, what is the data structure? I will explain this now. What is this data structure? Okay, see, data structures means they organize data in some specific manner. They organize data in some specific manner in some specialized format on a computer so that information can be organized, processed, and quickly. The main, see, if you see the definition, you can identify that. See, data structures are specific way of organizing data. What is data? Something is given. They give something. They organize. This something is given. They organize. They organize. This something is given. In which way? In some specific way. In some specialized format. Our computer can understand that data and draw a information. Information means exact meaning from the data. From this data, it draws information. Can be organized. Organized means can be put in sequential manner. Sequential manner can be put in sequential manner, can be processed, stored, and retrieved quickly. Okay, means we can access the data easily and efficiently. Okay, if you, I hope that you have understood definition of the data. If you see this one, why did I teach you all about this one? Because of the definition of the data structures. In the data structures, you can see what is meaning of organizing, organized, process, stored information. You can see all of these related in data structure. Each and every word of this uh, definition is related to each and every word. The definition of the data structure is related to each and every word. So I have taught because of this one. Now next, now if you see the full form of the data structure, this is the full form. Only in computer, this is only for the computers. D means discrete, A means analog, T means type, A means accumulated. This is the full form of the data structure. Okay. Also, this what is information? Also, I taught you a meaningful. If you draw a meaningful statement from the data, it will be an information. Okay. So, what is the main aim of the data structure? This is very important. If you have a memory like this is a memory. This stores data. What data? Not only data. This stores large set of data in computer memory and makes us to access easily. This computer memory can store large set of data and makes us to access easily. See, this is the main aim of the data structure. Okay. So this is the main important part of the data structure classification. First, data structures are classified mainly into two types, that is primitive data structures, non-primitive data structures. These primitive data structures are class. See, if you see this one, integer, float, characters, double, pointers. You know this all you daily use in your compiler. These are nothing but inbuilt, what we call inbuilt data structures. Because why do we call these data structures as inbuilt? Because the compiler can build the data structures. Means you can directly write int a equal to 10. So these data structures are called inbuilt data structures. Now when you come to the non-primitive data structures, these are not inbuilt. These are not inbuilt. So non-primitive data structures further classified into linear and non-linear. Here a skip is there. So linear data structures classified in two types. There is static dynamic. You have to know about static and dynamic. In the next tutorial we are going to discuss difference between static and dynamic. Okay. Static data structure. The example of the static data structure is array. Okay, array. Whereas in array, only array comes under the static data structures. Remaining stack, queue, linked list comes under the dynamic data structures. We will discuss each and every data structures detailedly in coming tutorials. Whereas in non-linear data structures, only trees and graphs. I will show you how the trees and graphs looks like. Here you can see here trees, graphs. How trees look like? Trees, you know that trees contains roots, branches and some sub branches. Even though this tree also contains same as it is which the outside tree, which the real world examples contains. Okay, so like this one, these are connected to nodes, these are called nodes. So whereas graphs looks like this, these are nothing but vertices, vertices. This is nothing but edge, edges, edges, edges. So if we compare these two data structures, these are not in linear format, so not in sequential format. So these data structures are non-linear data structures. So these are data structures are non-linear data structures, non-linear data structures. Okay, I hope that you have understood about linear, non-linear and classifications of the data structures. In the next video we are going to discuss difference between static and dynamic. Okay, when if you like this video, please share, like and subscribe. The complete notes of these data structures will be provided in description box. You can access the drive link from the description box. Thank you.